Hello and welcome to Adamola Bookman Injury Time. We're taking a slight detour this week, and upon a listener's suggestion, shout out to Horace, this week we're doing a top 5 of footballing pop stars according to the UK charts. My name's Al Bond and I'm joined by my co-host, Johnny Coughlin. Hi, Johnny.
Hey, Al, how are you doing? So, just to get this clear, this is not our opinion. Our opinion is not important here. This is according to where they charted their highest position in the UK charts.
Yeah. You might not recognise some of these songs, and I'll tell you for why. Because none of them are any good. One song is all right, and we'll talk about... Oh, that's already done.
Yeah, I agree. One of them is all right, and I wonder, do we agree on which one is all right? Who's our first entry?
Now, I'm tempted. Should I do Fluff Freeman or should I just go full Jimmy Savile for the top 5?
I don't know who Fluff Freeman is, but he sounds like he might be a better option than the other one.
Yeah, I'll do Fluff Freeman then. Okay, coming in at number 5 is Andy, in brackets Andrew Cole, with Outstanding, which charted at number 68 in the charts in 1999.
Yes, you can. A summertime rhyme on a party jam. Sharp like a razor, speed to amaze ya. Beat you like Ollie did Joe Frazier. I reminisce back to the schoolyard. I used to work hard, I used to play hard. Got my kicks from hitting the net, not from drugs. You bet we're outstanding. Outstanding. Come on. Come to party out. Yeah. So amazing.
Big one for me. September that year, cashing in on the treble win. It was a big year for Andrew Cole. What do you think of this song?
Oh, baby. Well, a little bit about Andy Cole. He's a difficult person to love, isn't he? He's just very, very difficult to love. As a United fan, what did you think of Andy Cole?
Well, it's funny. Andy Cole has a special place in the heart of my family. We used to subject, my mother to watching quite a lot of football. And she ended up liking Andy Cole simply because he looked so miserable. So she became a big Andy Cole stan. And we went to the Cliff years ago, sometime in the 90s. And we still have a photograph of my mother with Andy Cole signing an autograph out of his Porsche, I think. My mother and Andy Cole. So yeah, I've always liked Andy Cole. And of course, he won the treble. He was outstanding.
Yeah, he was. Outstanding, amongst that team. No, I think he was instanding. I wouldn't have said he was one of the outstanding players in that team. I mean, I've got a certain fondness from him. He's from Nottingham, which pretty much makes him Nottingham's biggest ever pop star, I think, if he got to 68 in the charts, frankly. Nottingham is not a hotbed of music.
Really? Anyway.
Jake Bugg?
I've heard of Jake Bugg. Wouldn't know him if you walked by me in the street now.
Exactly. Tindersticks, they were like a real indie darling band, but early 90s. They were featured in one episode of The Sopranos, Tiny Tears. But yeah, Nottingham, it is slim pickings, dude. Just up the road in Sheffield, Def Leppard, Human League, Pulp.
Monkeys. Yeah. So this is a bit of a common theme with these songs. This is not an original.
It's not an original.
No, originally performed by the Gap Band, written by Raymond Calhoun. It originally appeared on the group's platinum-selling 1982 album Gap Band 4, and it was later covered. An English version came out in 1990 by Kenny Thomas, and it reached number 12. Andy Cole's version, 9 years later, reached 68 in the UK singles chart.
Are you absolutely sure all of this is true? This was a cover.
Can you hear that? Girl, you knock me up. it's sampled, we'll say.
It is sampled, yeah. And it was also brought to you by DJ Pied Piper. Now, is that a name that meant anything to you, Johnny?
Yeah, I don't know why. It's definitely familiar, and I guess it's not the man from Hamlin.
I mean, it's a stupid DJ garage name that would have had in the 90s, but I did look into it. DJ Pied Piper did pretty much literally the best garage song, and I know that is being the tallest dwarf. But do you really like it? Do you really like it? I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. I'm loving it like this. He could do this, and he was making that shit with Andy Cole. Don't bother, mate. And at the time, I hated it, but listening to it today, I was grooving. My wife was like, "What is this shit?" And I was like, "Not shit. It's UK garage, baby." Is it? We're kids. Yes, it is.
Okay, I said it was sampled. It's not sampled because that would be where you play an actual clip from it, right? But it's a woman singing that chorus from the original Gap Band song, so whatever you want to call that. Is that sampled?
I don't want to make myself sound uncool by getting the wrong terminology. Samples when you just play a little... No, exactly, this is what I don't want to be saying, right?
I think I think after your performance of Pied Piper's "Do You Really Like It," I think that I think cool has gone out the window.
I hope they don't sue us. What do you mean cool has gone out the window? Is it wicked? I've really practiced saying it like he does it. Do you really like it? All right, okay, moving on. Number 4 in the Footballers' Pop charts. In 1993, placing at 43 in the charts, it's Ian Wright and Do the Right Thing.
You're out your mind, but easy swing. You're at the strength, do the right thing. Woo!
Yeah, so Paul Merson introduced Ian Wright to Steve Kuttner of M&G Records. Steve Kuttner suggested Ian Wright record a song, and do you know who that song was written by, Johnny?
Yes, I do know, because we did this when we did the podcast on Ian
exactly.
This is the fella
Chris Lowe of the Pet Shop Boys. Come on.
From the Pet Shop Boys, yeah.
I mean, I don't remember that. I don't remember a single thing of anything I've ever read, Johnny. So this was a whole new, delightful surprise for me. My
really?
childhood favourite band.
Okay, really? Yeah. Do you like that song?
I think that's pretty good. I think if you heard that on the radio, you wouldn't be like, what the fuck is this shit? Like you would be with every other record on this list.
It's okay. It's alright, yeah. And I do enjoy all of the footballs in these videos.
I think that was the mistake. There's too much football in the video. They should have just tried to sell it as a proper song rather than a novelty.
If you remember as well, when we did the podcast on his book, which we ended up doing 2 episodes on, everything he did on television involved the word right in it. Do you remember that? Right wing or whatever. Maybe not right wing. But
Very 2025, like that would be.
Yeah.
I looked this up on an Arsenal message board, Johnny, and someone had written, "What a shame he didn't call it Do the Right Thing with a W." And it's like, you fucking not bad, lad. Come on. You think he didn't think about it? He thought he's like, oh, he missed a trick there. I don't think he realised that Do the Right Thing is also the same name as him. Right. So that's nice.
So I think our next one is our only Ballon d'Or winner on the list.
Yeah, that's right.
He has the look of a pop star.
Well, he has the look of a 70s pop star.
Well, he has the look of a 70s pop star. He does.
He's very David Essex.
That's the one I was thinking.
There.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking. Okay, who are we talking about here, Al?
Well, we're talking about the hapless Kevin Keegan, who in 1979 was head over heels in love, which charted at number 31.
And it looks like I'm falling all over again. Head over heels in love with you. Yes, it looks like I'm falling all over again. Head over heels in love with you. Yeah.
This song is total fucking garbage as well, isn't it?
I mean, this is wildly bad. Like, wildly bad. Now, Johnny, did you see who wrote this song?
No, tell me.
Okay, so this song was written by a Chris Norman, who you might not recognise as a name, but he was in a band called Smokey, which again you might not recognise as the name of the band, but you will recognise their classic shit hit, Living Next Door to Alice. Literally one of the most garbage songs ever written in the history of all music.
You know, these songs all have B-sides as well. These singles all have B-sides. The B-side for this is called Move On Down. So it was released in 1979.
Yeah, move on down. He rocks out a bit as well here. Keegan lets his bubble perm down for a second, doesn't he? And truly rocks out. And it wasn't his first foray. He had a hit in 1970. No, I say he had a hit. He did not have a hit. He released a single in 1972 called It Ain't Easy. And again, Johnny, this is a bloody awful song. A bloody awful song. But it's a cover of the song It Ain't Easy by a band called The Sads, which is actually a really great name.
Okay.
All right, well, that's enough of Keegan. Anyway, I've been looking forward to the last two most of all.
I actually think this song is quite good.
Well, it's got pedigree. So, clocking in at number 2, a song that hit number 12 in the pop charts in 1987. It's Diamond Lights by Hoddle and Waddle. This is the pinnacle of pop footballer music, Johnny, isn't it? I think this is what people think of when you say a footballer released a record. You think of Glenn Hoddle and Chris Waddle standing on stage at Top of the Pops looking fucking awkward, singing, well, what I thought was not a great song, but apparently a big hit for you.
Yeah, I don't think it's terrible. And do you think, is that Hoddle hitting those notes in the chorus?
I don't know who's hitting the notes. I think that they may have had some assistance.
It's funny because Hoddle shows up in a lot of the books we've done. And Hoddle to me he's a weirdo and a square, like an incredible square. And maybe of all the footballers, it seems unusual that he would have done a song. But he's got he's got a good set of pipes, it seems.
No, he's released other music, hasn't he, Glenn Hoddle? I think there's an album somewhere out there which is far from great. Patriotic numbers and the like.
Oh, really? Is there is there a few religious songs in there? Because remember, in one of the books that we read, apparently he used to read the Bible on the way to matches.
He's certainly a religious man, isn't he? He's got him in some hot water in the past.
The Top of the Pops performance is quite famous, and Hoddle is giving it socks, but Waddle just does not want to be there. It's a real socks down performance from Chris Waddle on Top of the Pops, isn't it?
So this is a comment by a journalist about that performance on Top of the Pops. This dross performance of the song is often referred to as one of popular music's most embarrassing moments.
Is it that bad?
Okay, Johnny, did you do your research? Do you know how this song happened to come about?
Tell me.
So, both Glenn Hoddle and Chris Waddle were appearing at a corporate event for Budget Rent a Car. There was a karaoke machine at this corporate event. They sang. People said, aren't you great? And they put him in touch with Bob Poozy. Now, Bob Poozy wrote the song, I'm in the mood for dancing. I mean, that is the apotheosis of shitty wedding songs from the 70s, isn't it? I'm in the mood for dancing. What rhymes with dancing? Romancing. Oh, no. Giving it up tonight. Wow.
You know, he's got many colours in his palette, doesn't he? Because this is not like that. In his defence, this has kind of got like a kind of a Spandau Ballet kind of vibe or something, no?
I think that's generous.
But that's what they're going for, right?
I mean, it's certainly got a very strong 80s pop music vibe, which I think that's hard on Spandau Ballet. I mean, Spanner Ballet really, really did record some great music. And I'm not sure this. Truly awful dad dancing and shocking lyrics. That's another quote.
Okay.
All right, can I just leave you with 2 quotes on this song? One from
Please.
Chris and one from Glenn. Chris Waddle says, "It was so bad." Glenn Hoddle says, "It's one of the greatest things I ever did." You decide.
Okay, let's go. In at number 1 in the Adam Ola Bookman podcast top 5 that we didn't pick because this is actually the sequence in which they finish in the actual charts. But go ahead.
So, number 1, and appearing at number 2 in the UK pop charts in 1990, it is Paul Gascoigne with Lindisfarne, Fog on the Tyne.
Fog on the Tyne is all mine, all mine. Fog on the Tyne is all mine. Come on! Fog on the Tyne is all mine, all mine. Fog on the Tyne is all mine. Fog on the Tyne is all mine, all mine. Fog on the Tyne is all mine. Come on! Fog on the Tyne is all mine, all mine. Fog on the Tyne is all mine. Sitting in a sleazy snack bar, sucking sickly sausage rolls. In a dirty old town on the back of the Tyne, setting my sights on gold. It's plain to see, it's black and white. This Geordie boy's gonna do alright. Gonna make you dance, gonna make you sing. Those Geordie boys do anything. Tell it like it is, today we'll take its time. We'll tell you what tonight might bring. They spur you on in London town when you hear those Geordie sing. Fog on the Tyne is all mine, all mine. Fog on the Tyne is all mine. Come on! Fog on the Tyne is all mine.
What a moment to be alive, Johnny. What a time to be alive.
But again, this is not an original. They had released it in 1971.
Yes, they had.
It's a bit of a different vibe, isn't it? It's kind of a folkier one with a kind of a crazy looking man playing the mandolin or something. Did you watch the original one?
No, I didn't watch the original. I just saw Gaza prancing around on top of the pops. I'm absolutely convinced I remember this from the time. Although sometimes, it's also the sort of thing that appears on like list shows after the event, so maybe I have a false memory. But yeah, absolute gold. I just wanted to, when I was 12 years old, I wanted to see Paul Gascoigne everywhere I went. I was happy to see him turn up on Top of the Pops. If he turned up in EastEnders as well and on Dogtanion, I would have been delighted. No, he didn't, but I would have been happy to see him there.
He wasn't in Dogtanion.
So, this actually caused a good deal of strife in the band Lindisfarne. In fact, causing the one of the original members, Ray Jackson, he quit because they sold out to Gaza. So, like, Lindisfarne were a reasonably sort of successful band doing that sort of music in the 70s and 80s.
Folky kind of track, like the original doesn't sound unfamiliar to an Irish ear. It's kind of got those kind of traditionally vibes,
Yeah, well, absolutely right. But it'd be fair to say Gaza blew those traditional vibes right out the water. Yeah, Ray Jackson, who was the lead singer, quit. He was furious that they sold out. And he said, here's a lovely quote. He's like, I mean, for me, being in Lindisfarne after that was like, in the words of Jeff Beck, it's like wearing a pink toilet seat around your neck for the rest of your life. I mean, solid quote. I think that was Jeff Beck's response to recording Hi Ho Silver Lining, which is another of one of those absolute stinkers of songs, isn't it? Awful. Yeah. But yeah, Lindisfarne were approached by Gaza's agent because Gaza had it in his head that he wanted to do this. He wanted to rap over Fog on the Tyne.
And this was hot on the heels of World in Motion, right? So maybe he's envious of John Barnes.
I think you got the wrong end. I mean, Paul Gascoigne appeared on World in Motion, as did like Stuart Pearce and Des Walker. They're all singing in the background.
Yeah, but there's only one.
Yeah, I mean, the big star of the show is. Yeah, well, fair enough. Yeah, I think everyone remembers Fog on the Tyne, but there was a follow-up hit from Gaza, not with Lindisfarne, which was Geordie Boys' Gaza Rap, which got to number 31 in 1990. Now, folks, do yourself a favour and just seek this out on YouTube. It's absolute gold. It's Gaza literally in a shell suit, unzipped, with no top on, dancing around in the most 1990s possible way, interspersed with clips of, like, the 1990 World Cup, and the English reception to the England team coming home, which I don't remember at all, but looks glorious.
Newcastle's town, there's Geordie Brown. Cheers to the lads who shut it down, and they're Geordie boys. Tough and proud, they take their music strong and loud. North and south, it's all the same. Gazzers, young to play the game. Move your body, tap your cap. Keep on going to the Gazza rap. Clap those hands, let it out. Away the lads, one last shout. Come on! Geordie boy, we are the Geordie boy. We are the Geordie boy. Geordie boy, I am the Geordie boy. I am the Geordie.
The song is at 1 minute and 50 seconds long. They couldn't even keep it going for 3 minutes, you know.
That's all they needed, Johnny. That's all they needed. It's a perfect pop song. The Gazza rap. Both of Paul Gascoigne's songs featured on an album which he released later that year. Gazza's LP was called Let's Have a Party, and it was described at the time as being a bit like Jive Bunny. There's like medleys. There's a Beatles medley on it. There's a song by Gilbert O'Sullivan, who I think is the worst recording artist in the history of all music.
Really? He's from Ireland. He's from Waterford, I think.
Oh, do you know? Oh, you know who he is? Gilbert O'Sullivan. That really threw me because I thought at first it was a medley of Gilbert and Sullivan songs.
That is-
I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Well, Gilbert O'Sullivan has a song called Matrimony, which doesn't sound very sexy, does it?
He's got a song, Alone Again, by Gilbert O'Sullivan, is a nice song.
Alone Again. I think I know that song, don't I? I think I do know that song. This has been more rabbit holey than any other episode that I've ever done, Johnny.
Hold on.
All right, just to finish it off, Gazza's LP of Let's Have a Party finishes with a cover of All You Need Is Love by the Beatles. And this cover features Gazza's sister, Kenny Lynch, and Danny Baker. Come on, 1990s. That's the stuff.
But oh, by the way, we don't know. Sorry, we do know. Do we know what kept the... Hold on, I'll find out what kept the Gazza off number one.
All right, it's 1990. I'm going to guess Shakespeare's Sister, Stay By Me.
Yo, VIP. Let's kick it. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. All right, stop.
That is a worthy number one to keep Lindisfarne off the top spot, isn't it? That is pretty much as good as it gets as pop music goes.
But I really was surprised. Like, World in Motion was number one, and nothing else. No football. You think more of them would try?
Yeah, it's genuinely Three Lions never went. Oh, I suppose that didn't feature any footballers. Yeah.
But all those, loads of the ones where it's teams, like the team songs. Like, Come On Your Heads from Man United reached number one, believe it or not.
Oh, did it? Well, it's a great song. Really great.
But actually, footballers singing, like, in a semi-serious way, none of them have reached number one. And notably, none of them wrote any of those songs, Al. Does that surprise you?
I'm not that surprised, Johnny. But
Really?
I've got a fact I think I'm gonna surprise you with, and I think it's gonna wound you. So Francis Rossi from Status Quo, well, his son, Francis Rossi Jr., he supports Forest in your face United. I know he does.
Do you know what the name of Status Quo's drummer is?
No, I don't.
It's John Coughlin. I shared it.
Oh, you did. Yeah, you did tell me that. I should be able to remember that. What a legend.
Yes. United supporting. So wait, you're saying the son of Status Quo's guy is a Forest fan?
Francis Rossi Jr., yes, he is. He performs Status Quo hits now. And a lot of he plays in the Trent Navigation, which is a big pub near to the City Ground.
And there's you saying that Forest doesn't have a big musical scene.
Yeah, I'll take it back.
Or
Francis Rossi Jr. Francis Rossi Jr. playing his dad's covers. That's Nottingham in a nutshell. There we go. Lovely stuff. So, well, Johnny, of all the episodes, this is the episode that was the most pleasure to do research for. What I have come across on, here's a song, genuinely a song I enjoyed. Owen Hargreaves Loves Fruit Pastels. Just check that out. It's a pretty good rock and roll song. Yeah, there was so much interesting stuff, like adjacent to the football. I mean, did you see that the kid? I mean, it all came up. The kid doing that Thiago Silva song at Glastonbury. I mean, that came up. I mean, it's fun to research this stuff.
Did you see that Dion Dublin invented a musical instrument called the jube?
The fucking jube, yeah.
Which is, what you call those things, a cajon? You know, the drum thing that you sit on, the little box? It's essentially like that.
Yeah, it's that, just with 6 sides, isn't it? So it's like, look what I invented. It's a thing that's already been invented, but guess what? I added 2 extra sides, like...
Yeah, and tube, like...
Stay in your lane, Dublin. Stay in your lane, which is selling houses. Just stick there now, son.
And so, yeah, you see quite a lot about football. Like, as you research this, you see quite a few of them and what they play. Peter Cech, sound check, is a drummer.
Yep.
What's his face? The Chilean striker.
Oh, Alexis Sanchez plays piano. Yeah,
plays the piano. Yeah,
it's always fucking Leighton Baines' turns. Oh, Leighton Baines likes really basic rock, and we're all meant to give him a round of applause. Like, I like Oasis. Oh, look at that! Leighton Baines likes Oasis. Wow, he's got hidden depth. There's a hinterland. It's so lame, isn't it? Anyone who's the Gareth Ainsworth, the old Wycombe Wanderers long-haired manager. Do you remember him? He was in a band, and they released a song for Wycombe Wanderers, and it was just the shittest cover of a shitty old pub rock band. It's like, couldn't you just do something good? Couldn't you just try? Just do something a little bit off the beaten path, something a little bit hip. Just try.
Okay, well, thank you very much. That is the Top of the Football Pops by Adam Buckman podcast.
Big shout out to Horace.
Thank you, Horace. And thank you to all of those footballers for their music too.
Thank you for the music.
Owen Hargreaves, he trains real hard, 'cause he doesn't want his legs to fall off. Owen Hargreaves, half man, half car. He's not a robot and he doesn't like cigars. Owen Hargreaves, he trains real hard, 'cause he doesn't want his legs to fall off. Owen Hargreaves, he's half robot. He's not a robot and he doesn't like cigars. Now he's throwing a ball against the